lot different than last episode. That's beautiful. That's great. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
What are you talking about, Willis?
welcome to a brand new episode of On It. We are here. You got me. You got Devin. We're back. We're back for another episode, man. We're here. We got the Lakers beating Philly. I'm still trying to figure out if JJ Redick's a good coach or not. I still have no clue.
We'll find out when LeBron boots him.
Well, I'm still kind of with you on I'm still trying to figure out what would you say? How are you trying to word it? You're still trying to figure out what NBA coaches do exactly?
Yeah. Especially when you're coaching LeBron.
Yeah.
Now, I may not know all the intricacies of being a NBA head coach, and I don't.
Probably.
But I don't know. It seems like there's a few of them out there who don't do a whole lot.
I mean, it just seems like, okay, so
I'm not sure if it matters too much in the success of a team, like a football head coach would.
See, okay, here's the thing, though. I think it's just a lot more obvious what an NFL coach brings to the table because, I mean, imagine if every single basketball possession, JJ Redick could draw up a play.
Yeah.
And go, all right, this is what I want y'all to do. This is what I want y'all to go.
Yeah.
Every single scenario they're in, they get 20 seconds to come up with what they're going to do on offense.
Sure.
It'd be a completely different game, and the coach would seem a lot more impactful. But obviously you got the simple things like managing rotations and just game plan and matchups and those type of things. But
yeah,
I would say on top of that, making the adjustments super quick and noticing issues and making those adjustments in such a quick game,
sure,
would be, I guess, the top things that you'd want to look for in a head coach for an NBA for an NBA team.
When D'Lo puts up an ill-advised 3 and he goes like this, I'm not sure what that does for an NBA team. Pause on that big old jump I was just doing.
I mean, it's
apologies.
It was a little zesty, but
whoops.
It's just I don't know. People were immediately like, "Oh, JJ Redick, this is dumb. He has no experience. He's gonna be too friendly with LeBron and this and that." And I don't necessarily think look at was it Antonio Pierce? Who was it on the former player tips? On the this is how we're gonna treat. I'm sorry, I can't think of what team it was
in the NFL.
Yeah. I can't.
Like when you are a former player, you know how to talk to guys.
It was more of like I'm completely brain farting, and it's not that important. I'm just looking for a comparison, but I can't think of who it was. But it was a coach where I believe it's one of these former players that are coaches.
No, that was Devontae talking about Antonio Pierce, I think.
What are you referring to exactly?
Like when Gruden got fired, Antonio Pierce took over. Devontae was on an interview or podcast or whatever, and was like, "It's good to have a dude who knows football players."
But when we discussed what was going on with the issue with Las Vegas this season, I believe we were talking about something along the lines of, you would think as a former player you would know how they're gonna handle how he's treating his players. You'd think he knows how they're gonna react to him being a former player. So I'm saying in the NBA, I feel like even more it's such a tight knit. There's 13 guys out there. There are 13 guys on a team. It's
usually fucking 9.
You really know how they're gonna react and handle things.
Yeah.
And if you are a former player and you are, you were in that locker room and you've been in this environment your whole life, I mean, that definitely, sure, it helps. It helps give you an advantage on just how to maybe help build some type of chemistry. but when it comes to just coaching in a
Yeah,
game,
I think he's a good media guy as well, outside of the whole N-word stuff.
all right, that was
That got no. They did that right. They put the story out immediately, and then
Oh, you're
everyone.
saying when they like tried to when like out of nowhere they were like,
Yeah, they're
oh,
like, yo,
when at college,
at Duke, called me an N.
which
Um,
was that like?
and then all the stories went away a week later, which
Can
we
I ask?
expected to
Can I
happen.
ask something? Was that a thing before he was announced the head coach of the Lakers?
I think there was whispers of it, but no one really did anything.
Interesting.
It would be
Interesting.
like if Josh Giddey tried to become an NBA head coach.
I don't know. People are pretty much saying that Josh Giddey stuff, like, oh, it's not funny anymore. It's like just leave him alone. It's like it was
Yeah,
obviously
it's like
proven. It's like the only thing that was proven was that it happened.
yeah, nothing was proven
Like
in
it
terms
had
of it not happening.
it happened. Like we saw the pictures.
You know,
Like
they were like it happened and it's okay.
it was more damning evidence than that just fuck Julian Edelman Snapchat
No,
picture.
that was very damning evidence.
No, that was damning, but I mean, we're talking selfie each other in bed damning. Like
Sure,
it was more damning than that. So if you think Julian Edelman, I need him to talk about that though. Julian Edelman.
Julian. I mean, his
I
player, dude. I think he has.
yeah, but I mean now he has the podcast with Gronk. Like I imagine like Gronk being like
Also, that podcast is called Dudes on Dudes,
dudes on dudes.
which is nice. But
I
it's like, yeah,
it's a
it
good
makes
pod.
sense for a Gronk podcast to be called
Dudes
something
on
gay.
dudes. They got the cardboard sign.
You know,
You
I'm
noticed
gonna be
that?
honest, I think that's what people want to see instead of like him just having random dudes on talking about.
I can't say random dudes because he
No, I
has
know.
he just had Michael Bennett on there and it was really good.
Yes, that was good. There
And
was some
Michael
good shit on
Bennett,
there. Where
God,
he was like, was Russ the team leader? And he was like, fuck no.
dude, it's great seeing. And look, this is no hate to Russell Wilson.
Also,
You know,
Bennett's always been a dude who's gonna keep it fully real with everybody.
but pretty much every single Seahawk player from that era has made it clear, like
No one liked Russ.
we didn't like Russ. And honestly,
Shit,
the
they were
like
saying that at the time.
I'm saying, look at the longevity of some of those players and what happened. If they liked their quarterback, they probably would have all stayed together. I mean, you think
Like
about it.
Sherm
Earl
was Sherm was pissed that they were just sticking with Russ instead of paying that defense.
Sherm jumped around from a couple teams. Earl went on to play with the Ravens, and have his moments.
He had a real moment there.
Marshawn retired, went to Oakland, retired, came back to Seattle.
Came back. Yeah.
I mean, there was definitely the window for Seattle to be Super Bowl contenders with that team and that core definitely could have been it was definitely there was a
Yeah.
chance it could have been longer.
I
Or
mean, they peaked
bigger.
really early. Like
Super
Russ hit the
early.
league in what? I don't know,
2011.
something like that. Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
want
think it
to
was
say
Cam's year.
2011. Yeah.
They were in the Super Bowl in 13
Mm-hmm.
or 12. 13.
13. Yeah.
Yeah. Either way, two back to back Super Bowls. That team could have had a longer peak,
Mm-hmm.
but after that loss, they were gone.
Yeah, which is a shame, but and that's the thing that that's the one thing that'll never happen to JJ Redick or an NBA coach.
What?
You'll never have to be in a Pete Carroll situation. So it's like, yeah, you might never, you know what I'm talking about. There's only one Pete Carroll situation. One
Yeah.
ball at the goal line.
Sure.
You
Yeah.
might never.
That is true.
You might never get the praise that an NFL head coach could get, but you'll also never get the
You don't
scrutiny.
get that scrutiny. Yeah.
You'll never get that scrutiny that
Yeah.
a Pete Carroll it will forever get.
Forever.
Will forever, like he probably goes to sleep every single night, and at some point he's just, damn.
Like if he never made that, if they lost the Super Bowl under other terms or whatever, he would still be looked at as top tier head coach.
Mm-hmm.
He won the year prior, and then or 2 years prior.
Or look at how somebody like
Can't remember what happened.
look at how someone like Doug Peterson will always be
Of
remembered.
course.
It's like there's definitely there's higher
Now
highs.
Doug's trying to tarnish
Yeah,
that Philly name, but at the
not
same
to
time,
this
it's
much
like
though.
he may have had a similar style of career to Nick Foles. It was like, yeah, we had a good year
But NFL coaches, there's higher highs, but there's lower lows.
for sure.
So I
I mean,
mean,
Bill was top of the world, and
s-
then loses Tom and the rest of the team, and they go, "Yo, Bill sucks. Nobody hire him."
but Bill is
All
such
right.
a Bill is such a an outlier. Like
Yeah,
Bill's the Popovich. But
Bill's
there's
pop.
more. But honestly, like I'm not gonna say there's a bunch.
Also, hope Pop's good. Pop said he's apparently had a health issue. He's out indefinitely.
Yeah, I did see that.
I don't think
Um,
they're gonna say what it was, but
yeah, I'm definitely
probably
not.
some type of condition.
I mean, he's older.
He is old.
I'm not. I don't. Way to drag us. Way to drag us to the negative
I'm just
zone.
saying, prayers up for Pop.
God, Devin.
It's
Jeez.
hard for us to say anything nice on this thing and not giggle a little bit.
Well, no, I'm.
It's
I wasn't even. God, you
no, I
just.
mean every time you say something, I go fuck. There's a dead kid now, something like that.
God, Devin. Um,
I didn't say it.
I guess let's talk these games.
Earl
We got
Thomas almost got shot.
Earl Thomas did almost get shot. That was a thing that happened. Do we predict these Week 10 games? Because that's what I want to do.
For real?
Yeah, we're at Week 10 of the NFL. Past the halfway mark. And we got 9:30 games back.
Dang.
We don't have a loaded 8-game 1 o'clock schedule. We're back to one bad primetime game. I'd say we
Boy.
got a good Sunday night, pretty boring Monday night football game. But I guess we start off with the 9:30 game in Germany. It's the New York Giants and the Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
And these are one of those games where it's like these two teams are so bad that it's hard. It like what do you like? How do you even compare the two to each other?
Yeah, I mean it's I don't know which team has better strengths than the other. I mean, I think the Giants defense is better than the Panthers. I think the Giants quarterback is better. Malik Neighbors is obviously better than whatever the fuck they have on the Panthers. Um, yeah, I don't like they do suck. I feel bad for the Germans.
That's the thing. And I keep saying this. If we're going
You
to,
are,
if we're gonna
but
send,
maybe it's like the Thursday night games from last year. You remember how shit they were?
yeah, if
Everyone
they've
had to
been,
go. It was Amazon Prime. It was new. It was like you guys got to get through all these shitty games, and then next year we'll give you some good games.
but they have. I mean, but they
They've been
have.
in Germany for a few years now.
They've been all right. But here's the thing, though. If you had Ravens Bengals in Germany or in London, dude, you know the international draw last night's game would have
Dude,
brought,
if a German saw Jamar and El Freaky going after it, if they
dude.
saw Derek do anything, they'd shit their pants.
What are we talking about right now? Like
Yeah.
we need to make these international
Instead,
games.
they're looking at fucking drunk ass Daniel Jones
Daniel Jones
and Bryce Young.
and Bryce Young. Like they're going into this game watching those two quarterbacks duel it out. And they might not even realize. Like they don't even it's sad. Like they might not even know. And this isn't I'm not saying they're
Like
dumb.
Lamar Jackson is like Messi coming over here. Like he
Yes.
would get crazy pull in Germany.
Yes. Yes.
Like
So
Messi showing up in Miami.
I don't understand. Or if you I mean send the Chiefs. At this point, send the Chiefs
Send the
overseas. I mean,
Chiefs.
you're gonna come back with a million
I don't
new
think they've been
fans.
overseas at all during this run.
I don't want to
I can't
confidently.
say that for
Yeah, I
sure.
was just I don't want to
I have
confidently
no
agree with
idea.
you, but
We're gonna
they could have
speculate a lot.
been. But so I mean, look, I'll agree with you that yeah, the Giants have a better defense. They have a better shot at performing better on offense.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if that sounds dumb, but I don't like there are glimpses in the Giants offense where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, like damn, like if only, like imagine if just those type of sentences, like damn, if only they had a quarterback, if only Daniel Jones could do this instead of one time a game, he could
Yeah.
do it 14 times a game. But you don't even get the one time a game with Carolina.
No.
There is no like, wow, like
There's no god damn.
there's no damn we could build on this.
Yeah, no,
Like,
they just got rid of Deontay, traded Deontay. They have a rookie head coach. I don't know. They got a load of nothing. I mean, I'm taking the Giants. Either team could win this game. I'd like to see a cool little game from Malik, just for the enjoyment of football.
yeah, go over to Germany and ball.
But yeah, the Giants might be a little bit better right now.
I'll take the Giants. I'll take the Giants too as well. But I also have a question, because before I even realized this was the first game popping up, I saw that I had this question, and then I see that Carolina came out and they said that they do want to make things work with Bryce Young, especially
Yeah,
after.
I mean, we knew that when he didn't get traded.
Did we know that though? Like,
Yeah.
do the Colts want to make it work with Anthony Richardson? He didn't get traded.
They said they did.
But do they? I don't know if they.
I'm going to be honest. I think Bryce is better than Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, he is. Now, what I wanted to ask you is, if you gave like both of these teams, I don't know how much time is enough. 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, however many years you want. If you gave them both that same set amount of time, like who has the better chance of rebuilding off of what they have right now?
Yeah.
Because honestly, I would say, like, I'm taking the Giants today or for Sunday, but I'd probably take Carolina in the long run
Over Indy?
Giants.
Or over the Giants?
Over the Giants. The Colts are in a whole other stratosphere of confused, but
I don't know. The Panthers administration definitely seems like a big failure.
And the Giants don't.
No, the Giants.
Well,
You're
I mean,
right. You're
the
very
Panthers, they don't have the QB contract burden.
true. Not
They
yet.
they just extended.
I mean, they're not paying him.
They just expect unless he turns shit around 180 degrees. They just extended Chuba Hubbard.
They did.
I mean, you could throw one more star next to Leggett, and then I mean, you're looking at something.
Agreed.
Even though they got rid of Deontay Johnson, after kind of him tweeting and bitching after last night's win, I'm kind of already worried about him being a Baltimore Raven, but that's for a different discussion.
He bitched about last night.
We'll talk about that later. He
what,
said
him tripping and falling?
But I don't know.
But yeah,
when you look at the Giants, it's like, yeah, okay, you got Malik Neighbors. I look at it more like, okay, so the Panthers, they got a young J.C. Horn that they didn't trade. They decided to hold on to Jadeveon Clowney. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe they have.
They got Jadeveon?
Yeah, and then I mean they have Xavier Woods back there playing safety. So it's like, okay, maybe they have some type of hope in building around that defense. But if the Giants defense continue to play at a level where everybody's going, damn, look, watch out for this Giants defense. Don't be surprised if this team is already a sinking ship. That defense just gets picked apart this offseason.
Yeah.
And the Panthers defense just adds on to their defense.
Now, when we talk about the Panthers like rebuilding or whatever, it like might be to a better level than they are now. I don't think at any point they'll be a scary team. Maybe in their division.
Panthers are also, they're tied 7th. I forgot. They're tied 7th in sacks allowed.
Bad O-line?
No, best. Excuse me.
Oh, best.
That's my
best,
fault. They're tied 7th best in sacks. They've only allowed 17 sacks all season.
Okay.
So, I mean, with the success that Chuba Hubbard has had, and the fact that they do have protection at the O-line, I mean, there's hope in Carolina. In comparison to the Giants.
Yes.
let me put
Yeah,
a
yeah, yeah.
huge asterisk on top of that. If we're comparing them to the Giants, I mean, until they get, I mean, I'm not going to say getting rid of Daniel Jones is going to fix the problem, but that's definitely going to have to be one of the next or first
That'll be a big
steps.
help.
It's going to have to be a step in the
There's
process
not
of.
really a lot of hope left in Daniel. But at the same time, they're not giving him a whole. Maybe they are. I mean, Malik's a great piece. They don't have much else
Yeah,
outside of
but
him.
they give him Malik and take away Saquon. So it's
Yeah,
like,
of course.
I would you rather have Saquon or Malik right now?
But I think it's showing how good Daniel is without a running back like Saquon. Like Saquon was that team for years.
Yeah, no, 100%. But I mean, he's Philly right now.
He is.
Well, he was Philly. I'd say up until the last 2 weeks, they've all kind of been balling.
Now,
including Saquon.
I want to give props to Saquon for doing that booty first fucking jump thing, but the man got 2 more yards than he should have. It's a cool play. It's awesome. And then got a fucking helmet right in his chin.
Why are you trying to
I'm not hating, but it's like
it's one of the greatest athletic plays we've ever athletic things we've seen on a football field.
It is.
It's one of the most athletic things we've seen on a football field. How many one-handed catches have you seen?
And I'm hating. That's on me. Fuck.
Why are you hating, Devin? Why are you hating?
I don't know why I'm hating. It's dope. It was like he said he almost spun and then just jumped backwards.
And he got drug tested.
He did.
We said he was going to get drug tested, and he absolutely did. He needed to get drug tested too after that. But Atlanta versus New Orleans, pretty.
Well, apparently New Orleans is like them firing their head coach is like a good thing for them.
Yeah. Dennis Allen not being your head coach anymore, I'd say, is a huge plus.
I don't know. I mean, Saints are bad, but I don't think they're going to get any better because they've got an interim head coach and Dennis Allen's gone. I don't think anyone's like they're using this as like a way to make a point that they still want to win. They're not tanking. It's like you guys still fucking suck.
I mean, they have lost 7 straight.
They did, and yes, I guess after last season as well, you can fire your head coach. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't see them getting any better.
But no, Atlanta can be 7-3.
Derek Carr was correct. Not a savior.
No, he's not a savior. He said there's only one. There's only one savior. He is.
There is only one savior.
Which also, can we talk about how like, holier than now? So Derek Carr, holier than thou. Like Tim Tebow, he acts like he's holier than thou.
Now, I thought you were saying holier than now.
See, but no. I was asking, is it holier than now? Holier than thou? Is it even?
I'm
holier?
not big into
the more I say the word holier,
holiness.
But I'm saying the more I say holier, it sounds wrong.
Sure.
Like the holier.
Holier than now. It's kind of like saying vanilla a bunch of times. Sounds weird.
All right, but holier than now.
Yeah.
Derek Carr, like
every time I hear holy, I think of priests.
Yeah, when you hear Derek Carr speak, it's like
the best.
I thought when you said Derek Carr was right, it's like he was right about Michael Thomas. Like,
yeah,
because we didn't talk about his response really. We kind of just talked about what Michael Thomas said.
Yeah,
but Derek Carr, when he responded, he was like, I don't know why he dislikes me. I've tried reaching out to him.
Yeah.
He's like, and then he, I think the one thing he said, he's like, look, I've had a lot of teammates. He's literally the only one I've had problems with.
I mean, I bet there's people who have disliked him behind his back, but
that's okay. But okay, this is the only person to his knowledge that's made it known to him that I got problems with you.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you got one person who's only been successful with one quarterback, and then you got a player who's saying he's never had this situation before. It's like Michael Thomas.
Well, there's one player who was successful for, maybe 2 or 3 seasons.
off of 2 or 3 routes. Or no,
Yeah,
excuse me, off of just 2 or 3 yard slants.
yeah. Like, no, like when people were like, "Yo, you can only run slants," and he was like, "Fuck you, I'll show you I can do other shit."
He
And
stubbed his
then
toe and he hasn't played since.
threw a brick through a window or something.
Was he the one that stubbed his toe at home?
I thought it was turf toe.
Remember someone stubbed their toe on their coffee table or something, and there was
Yeah, it
a
was
player.
AB.
I
Was that
swear there
AB?
was a what? Don't tell me that was AB because that's hilarious if that
AB
was.
stubbed his nuts on a woman's shoulder.
Uh,
Um,
I'm taking Atlanta. I don't know if we've said that or made that clear,
you know,
but
Atlanta needs. They can't lose to the Saints. Um, they don't need this win. Again, it is the NFC South, and the Bucks coming off a loss now.
coming off a loss to the Chiefs, played pretty
Yeah,
good. I'd say took the Chiefs to overtime.
yeah.
We talked about them last episode. If they could pull off a dub versus the Niners, which we will talk about, and then going to the bye week, they got a pretty easy schedule for the remainder of the year. But even if they do lose, they could potentially win out and have 10 wins, 11 wins. You know,
Yeah.
it's not impossible. I'd say no, the Falcons, just for the sake of even the chance that
Dignity.
Tampa Bay could be breathing down their neck,
Yeah, yeah.
you gotta.
They go 7-3. That'll look good.
Yeah, no, it'll look great. Buffalo versus Indianapolis.
Yeah, Buffalo needs to show a lot.
Buffalo.
Joe Flacco should not be anywhere near close in this game. Joe looked not great last week.
So how do I talk about the Bills? Like, is there a way? Because after last episode, we put out the Bills clip, and the
No, we
Bills
have to get
fans.
on our hands and knees and suck down Sean McDermott.
So Bills fans, it's like, what do we like? Damn, where do we start? Like, how do I start this? Like, first of all, like, I'm sorry if you are a Bills fan, and not because you are a Bills fan. I'm just sorry that you are a Bills fan and can't accept that there are people who disagree with how you may feel. And I get it. You can go into the comments and disagree all you want. Let's have a genuine conversation. I like to talk. I could talk for hours. If we didn't have other things to do in life, we could sit here and talk forever on this camera. But if you're just gonna come in here and say, "Y'all are stupid. You guys are idiots. You guys,"
Well,
or make a comment about me being a Ravens fan. It's like my fandom of Ravens has nothing to do with anything. Your fandom of
regardless,
the
like,
Commanders, what does that have to do with the Bills?
see, we're here trying to be honest about Bill's potential struggles and actual struggles. And then you have fans going, you guys, that's a trash take. Josh Allen is the best quarterback in the league. Bloody fucking block. Khalil Shakir's the number one. Haven't heard that one recently.
Oh, remember when he said that? He's a number one option in the
He was like, you guys are idiots. Khalil
fourth best
Shakir's the number
receiver
one
in the
option on
league.
any team.
Fourth best receiver in the league for like
Yeah.
completion percentage wise. But is what someone said. But
Khalil might be a 3 on a lot of teams.
But it's like Bills fans who can't be honest. It's like they only want to look at the good. Like I could sit here and only look at how dominant Lamar Jackson has been this season. How great our offense has played.
Now, Josh's numbers are not bad.
No.
He's fixed his pick problem, which was a huge concern last. Oh, he had what? Damn near 20 picks last year. He's got 2 right now. So that has been pretty much fixed. But again, like we said, they've got a pretty easy trip to wherever the hell they're going.
But how dumb would I be if I sat here and just talked about how good the Ravens defense is because of their ability to stop the run?
Agreed.
And ignored the fact that we have the worst pass coverage.
And you guys were defending Chase Brown.
Dead last. We
Yeah.
are dead last in pass coverage. No, our run game. I love our run defense. I love our pass rush, but that pass coverage, we suck. We got problems. We had a kicker that was once automatic that we don't know if we get to the 30 if he's banging it in.
I did feel something about that because just the improbability of the touchdown made me think that Tuck would come out and miss that bitch.
Well, it's just
It was nice to see a game with no field goals though.
yeah, it was cool. But I'm back to the Bills fandom. It's just it would be or just being a fan of a team, period. It would be wrong for me and I would honestly just be disappointing myself if I was that naive about the
Yeah,
Baltimore Ravens. And if all the Buffalo Bills fans want to hear is, wow, you guys have won a lot of games this year already, and Josh is playing really well,
MVP level.
we can say that. We can sit here and say that.
Don't fire Sean McDermott.
Don't.
Every Bills fan has called for the firing of Sean McDermott until they start to win games.
But if we sat here and just said that, 2 minutes came in. Man, the Bills are playing well. Josh Allen could win MVP. All right, next game. But then if you actually step back and look at it, and we're talking about the fact that once again, the Bills are going into a game playing a team who does not have a winning record. The combined record for teams they've beaten this year is 17-34. Sure. Like I don't know how else to put it, but like exactly. Like no shit, y'all are playing well. You guys are playing really good. Yes. Let's get this out the way. Okay. Let's see how much this means to this conversation. Ready? The Ravens lost to the Raiders and the Browns this year.
Yep.
The Bills haven't beaten a team with a winning record this year.
Yep.
That's what we're talking about right now. So yes, I'm a Ravens fan. I could be a fucking Eagles fan, a Packers fan. It doesn't matter. I'm talking about the Buffalo Bills right now. So if Bills fans want to comment, let's talk about the Buffalo Bills. But all I see is nothing but hateful ass things because we're not sitting here dick riding Josh Allen, even though I am a fan of Josh Allen. And sadly, his damn Bills Mafia jumping through tables outside the goddamn stadium is making it really hard to appreciate anything he's doing this year.
Agreed. I don't know. It's very silly.
It is silly
to be like, no, our team's good. Why don't you look at your team? You guys lost to the Browns. It's like we're not talking about.
It's like, no,
that has nothing to do with why the Bills are not as good as they think they are.
I mean, if you watched the episode or watched our clip talking about the Browns game, it's like, no, we criticized the Ravens.
But the Ravens are, y'all are notorious for losing to teams you're not supposed to lose to.
Yeah.
And then playing well against teams you're supposed to play well against.
And we don't just, you sit here and you tell me that you are worried about how well Washington's playing and what's going to happen later in the season down the line, what's going to happen. And there are things about,
not sitting here saying Jaden McDaniels is the best.
They beat it's so funny because there's gonna be one person like he doesn't even know his quarterback's name. There's gonna be one person saying, I promise you.
That's awesome.
But it's
I don't know his name. I thought it was McDaniels.
Even them beating the Giants, it was like, they look good. We're glad they came out with the dub. Maybe shouldn't have let it get that close. Like there's still criticisms you can give the teams that win.
Yeah.
And it's okay. Yeah. It's fine.
The Chiefs have won for the past 4 years. They don't look that good.
Yeah, but that's another thing. It's like, oh, we're still winning. It's like, okay, you guys are still winning, but there's a lot of improvement. There's a lot of things that you guys could still improve being 8-0. So
stop stealing packages.
But but like, why y'all mad? Like, I'm so happy as a Ravens fan. Nobody could say anything. It's like, you guys suck. It's like, okay.
Cool.
Ouch.
The Bills fans are like, yo, we'll kill you.
And somebody's just, yeah. And somebody's
we're going to light you on fire and then jump on you. How's that sound?
And maybe it's just, and this truly like is no hate whatsoever. But maybe there is something like I have experienced championships. I've experienced my teams college,
Well, I'm not
NFL.
that bitter. I've never experienced a championship.
No, but you're not stupid. Like
That's fair.
you are.
Sometimes.
Like you are now. Mind you, people on YouTube comments would disagree, but you are a smart person, and you can
Sometimes.
step back and be unbiased and talk about the Washington Commanders, even this year, and criticize them and
Yes.
say what they could improve.
But yeah, no, never. Like being in a cold, close to Canada city, and never having anything to
Do
say, "Oh, we did that."
yeah, nothing,
Sucks.
nothing. Y'all have done nothing,
Like I
and
can say that we did it, but it was fucking 25 years ago.
yeah, and I mean,
All
but it's
right.
like, but it doesn't matter because people are talking about last night saying we almost lost to the Bengals. So now now the Ravens can't even win.
No,
Now we
it's
can't
like
even win.
who the Bills almost lose to?
The Chiefs can go Miami. The Chiefs can go 8-0 and
The
like
Jets,
off of a whole. Oh yeah, I almost lost to the Jets too. But that's the thing. I
the
don't.
Cardinals.
I mean, yeah, they almost Miami almost beat the Colts, or excuse me, Miami almost beat the Bills, but that's not why I was criticizing the Bills. I was criticizing the Bills for the entire season, and I was criticizing people for putting them on this pedestal for being one of these top tier teams this season when it's like we truly
Oh
don't
fuck.
know their potential yet.
Yeah.
And then the last thing, you
Why do my eyes water when I fucking yawn?
I was gonna say, and I'm glad you like mentioned like yawning and rubbing your eyes. It's 1 a.m. This is coffee. So for all the people sitting here saying I'm just high as a kite yapping, no, we're tired.
This is vodka.
I'm tired, man. Like
I'm him.
I got important things to do tomorrow. I'm a tired
No,
person.
you know, fuck him. Who cares?
No, I know, but it's like I wish I could. I truly wish. Like, no, I wish I had it. I wish I had it in life like that. Like people sit here and say you just live in your mom's basement. It's like, dude, I wish. I wish I didn't have a mortgage. I wish I didn't have to wake up and put in the work I have to put in daily just to have the free time to do this podcast. Either way, with all that being said, like Bills are winning, so stop being mad at us. Like the Bills are winning this game. Why?
Yeah.
Like
Y'all about to be 8-2.
y'all gonna hate us. Like that's the thing. I've never
Now, if y'all
seen.
lose to fucking Joe Flacco, then there's gonna be some serious problems. But
But they're not.
no.
But they're still gonna be pissed. They're gonna be pissed. You know why? Because the Colts aren't good, so it doesn't matter. Like them, they're gonna win this game. We're gonna sit here and go, okay, y'all beat the Colts. Good job. We'll see y'all versus the Chiefs, and then we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll truly see. But yeah, give me Buffalo.
Yeah,
Give me Buffalo. Denver versus Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know. I think this can be closer than what we think. Now, the Broncos aren't gonna win the game, but I like what Bo's got going on over there. I don't mind it. They're sitting at a not bad 5-4, so got a chance to do a few things out here. But I don't know.
You know, it's really either gonna be Buffalo or a like super motivated division rivalry. It's gonna knock Kansas City out of the undefeated column.
I
Besides
feel like it's
that,
going to be a team that's not supposed to win,
well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like the Raiders,
or they win 20 games.
like they play the Raiders on Black Friday, and they just happen to lose. Like that
Yeah,
I'm saying like, or like the Chargers maybe. Like
yeah,
I'm saying like yes, if a division rival comes in super motivated, maybe, or
yeah.
Buffalo. I'm saying those are the only two options I'm looking at. Besides that, I mean, yeah, no, they're not. They're not losing a game this year. At this point, if you ask me
No,
week one, I'm say yeah, no, they're losing games. Every team does, but
they're 8-0.
they're 8-0. They're not, and you know they're the Chiefs, bro. They're winning.
Yeah.
Minnesota versus Jacksonville.
Do I pick up Bo Nix?
What are your other options?
A-Rod.
No.
Okay. I think I already have Bo Nix, but I shouldn't play him.
But Minnesota versus
get back on it. Had a weird win against the Colts last week. Honestly, the way that they played and the way that the Colts played, the Colts should have whooped them.
Yeah, I mean, Joe was a couple bad mistakes away from actually beating them.
And pretty handily. Like, the amount of 3-and-outs he could have avoided just by throwing a fucking pass out to the flat. But, yeah, no. I want to see the Vikings kind of, again, prove why they're where they are. And the Jags, yeah. I'm going to assume if they lose this game that Doug's getting fired. Because something's got to, I don't know.
Well,
Someone's got to take the blame for going 2-8. Once you go 2-8, you're done.
It also seems like Trevor Lawrence isn't even playing.
He's not playing? Or it seems like he's not playing.
No, he may not play with a shoulder injury, I believe.
Left shoulder, unlikely to play Sunday. Yeah. Okay, they're losing, and Doug's getting fired tomorrow. Not tomorrow, Sunday, or whatever.
Minnesota. New England versus Monday. Chicago.
Who?
New England versus Chicago.
I don't know.
So
I feel like I've been waiting for the Pats to show a little bit of fire with Drake.
What's fire? Actually, but they've already shown fire. Bro, I'm not going to lie.
Like a little bit.
And I don't think it was lightning in a bottle. Like, that play, that clutch touchdown that Drake had last week.
That was Manziel-esque. That was nice.
I mean, that was like, I mean, I'm not going to lie, bro. That reminded me of like some Baker shit. Like some I mean, just the.
That felt like A&M Manziel, though. It felt like Cotton, or what was it? Peach Bowl?
I don't know. I mean, I guess the next step after Manziel would be like Mayfield, but sure. Yeah. Whoever you want to compare it to, it just had that vibe of just like, fuck it. Like, fuck it, we ball. Like, it's just, he goes out there and it's just, it's, I don't know if that's what makes us kind of want, or me, like, want to see them win or go on a roll or go on some type of run, because I kind of fuck with Drake May.
Yeah.
But, and I asked this last week versus Tennessee, and I kind of want to ask it again. It's like, am I crazy for thinking New England could win?
Did we picked New England last week? No,
we did.
That was also because Rudolph was playing, and we expected worse. But yeah. I mean, there's a little bit of me that wants New England to win. There's definitely 0 bits of me that wants Caleb Williams to succeed. Because I could give a fuck. But I do like Rome Odunze. I think he's good. Keenan's old.
But it's like, from what I've seen already.
They just traded Khalil Herbert.
Like, from what I've seen already from New England and Drake May when he's out there, like, I've seen him, and maybe it's like, less pressure. Maybe you play a little bit better. I mean, obviously, Caleb Williams has the most pressure on him out of all rookie QBs this year.
See, but I don't even know if that pressure's still there,
No, it's definitely still there. They're 4.
I know, but it doesn't.
No,
it's definitely not the same as it was.
No, it is. It's the same. It's the same. It's because they're 4-4. They're 4-4.
Yeah.
And especially if you got Jaden Daniels playing this damn good, you got Bo Nix sitting at 5-4. If all these other rookie QBs are going to keep being in the conversation, people are going to keep talking about Caleb Williams until it's, at least for this year, proven. It's like, all right, he ain't there yet. He's not even at that level yet, because he's getting beaten out by rookie. He's getting beaten out by people in his own class already.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Caleb's there for sure. I don't think Drake's there either. Now, Drake is on a much worse team. I don't know, for whatever reason, I can't bring myself to go for the Pats, to vote for him this week. So,
who you going with? Chicago?
Da Bears.
All right. Well, I honestly
also Bills fans, hear me out. I voted for your greatest player you've ever had on your team. MVP, 1971. Heisman. Maybe it was the Heisman 71? Either way, ran for 2,000 yards. I voted for that man. You guys cannot shit on me. I wrote in Orenthal J. Simpson. You guys are really disrespectful. I was looking out for you guys and your favorite player.
I think
Is it illegal to vote for a dead man? I did have that thought. I was like, yo, the FBI might fucking.
No, I don't think it's illegal to. I mean, you can write in anybody. I think
Cool.
you could write in anybody, but I don't think there's a law against that. If there is, I mean, shut up. I guess stop. Let's say stop. Don't keep talking about. I'll cut it out. But no, New England though. I think personally, if there's one thing Gerard Mayo is going to be able to do this season, it might be able to he might be able to take advantage of rookie quarterbacks. If you're asking both quarterbacks to win the game with their arms, I think I'm taking Drake right now over Caleb Williams. But at the same time, if you told both teams to take the ball out of the quarterback's hands, New England does have a hit or miss run game that I do have confidence in. So I'm going to take New England.
Okay.
I'm going to take New England. This game's kind of a coin flip anyways.
Agree.
But you know it's not a coin flip? Actually, it might be the biggest coin flip of the week, Devin. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie, Devin. I'm struggling. I've been struggling all day, maybe the last 2 or 3 days thinking about this game. We got the Steelers and the Commanders.
Same. Like I don't usually ask people like, "Yo, are the Commanders gonna win?" I was like, "Yo, you think we got it?"
Dude, I'm
gonna be honest.
This is the test. For now,
I'm gonna be very honest. I do think we have it.
Oh, okay. You said it like you were disappointed.
No, like usually I'm against my team, but yeah, I mean, I don't. I know the dangers of that line, and I know our run game might be subdued a little bit.
Of that defense.
I know that defense is good, but if you get Jaden moving out a little bit, you get him throwing some fucking broken play type of footballs. That defense is going to break apart a little bit. And I'm going to be honest, I am not at all afraid of that offense. I think we can probably do a decent job of stopping Najee. And then the acquisition of Lattimore is pretty dope. Now we got someone to guard Pickens. Hopefully. No, we can very well lose this game. We can get out-coached and outplayed and all that, out-defensed, but I don't know. I see Jaden taking one home even easier than we did against the Bears.
So,
because that was terrible.
So, God, Devin. And please don't think anything I'm saying is hate. And it might all be because of you, and that might be what brings the bias in. But I actually am happy when I see Washington succeed, and I am.
Vice versa.
It's cool. I appreciate them. So don't think I'm not trying to shit on your team.
No, I want to hear an honest opinion.
I'm just looking, and I'm just looking at some of the teams Washington's played.
I agree.
And I don't think any of the teams that Washington has beaten could have beaten you with their run game.
Okay.
In terms of I don't think Cleveland week 5, there was no chance. What I can't even was it Jerome at the time playing? Who they have back there?
Jerome Ford.
I can't. Okay, and then Cincinnati, Carolina, Chicago, Giants,
Arizona.
Arizona, uh, okay. Now Baltimore, I'm not. That's okay. And then Tampa, they won the complete opposite way, and Baker kind of had a field day throwing.
Yeah.
But also, Pittsburgh might take advantage of y'all letting teams creep back up, creep back into these games.
Sure.
You know, letting Chicago get back into that game, the Giants getting back into that game. If there's a chance that one of those touchdowns or y'all don't get that bigger, one score lead in the first half or 9-point lead in the first half, they may stop you in the second half and just kick 4 field goals.
I that's our biggest problem of recent is not finishing drives with touchdowns. So if we can get in the end zone early and hopefully one or two late, I don't know. It's just the Steelers' scoring ability, which like if we can put up 24, 28 points, we can win this game.
Yeah.
Like even with our lackluster secondary, like they still have to go out there and score touchdowns, which they've very much struggled at. So
I mean, just with your offense, if y'all are able to get the ball in the end zone 3 or 4 times, they don't even have enough time to play this field goal game bullshit.
no.
But
If they put 37 up, yeah, I don't know. They are gettable.
do I want them? I want Washington.
You would
to win
love
this
to
game.
see the Steelers lose.
Baltimore slips right in the first place in the AFC North if Steelers lose this game. Commanders would really show that obviously they're gonna be able to stop. They'd be able to stop a nice run game. They'd be able to play against a great defense. And I hope I'm wrong, but I'm gonna take Pittsburgh.
Yeah, Pittsburgh can put the spanking on us, but if we can force Russ to make some mistakes, make him look bad. Jaden hasn't made too many mistakes this year. 2 fumbles, 2 picks. So
yeah, I mean, if it's
we'll see.
And the Steelers winning though, to me, it is a game where, yeah, it doesn't have to be somewhere Jaden's turning the ball over and Washington's. I think it's more of I think both offenses struggle to get something done, and Pittsburgh gets these teams in these games where it's just a defensive battle, and it's like, all right, our kicker's gonna nail 6 of these. Y'all better get in the end zone because we're.
I mean, that's what we've been playing like. Well, that's what we played like against the Bears. We've had a few games with a lot of field goals. Yeah, I don't know. I think if we contain their offense, I think we have a better shot at winning.
But yeah, no, I hope y'all do. I hope I'm 100% wrong. 49ers Bucks.
Yeah.
Here's my question. What's like the true gap, like the skill level between these two teams?
Right now?
Not on paper, but like from what we've seen. Like if you just said like, okay, Mike Evans and Chris Godwin out against the 49ers with a returning Christian McCaffrey, you'd be like, damn, that's a fucking blowout.
Yeah.
But then you look at how Tampa played.
You look at the way Tampa's playing without them. Last week, and then, I mean, did they both get hurt against y'all?
Yeah. Well, okay. Mike came in with a bad hammy.
Mike did, and also, then early in the game, locked up.
I completely actually. I'll remember to talk about it when we talk about Thursday Night Football. But the Bucks though, or the Niners though, you go back and look. Obviously, they've been dealing with their injuries, so this is a very this doesn't mean much when you look back at their wins and losses. But Okay, they beat the Jets. They lose to the Vikings. They lose to the Rams. They beat the Patriots. They lose to the Cardinals. They beat the Seahawks, who suck. They beat Kansas City, or they lose to Kansas City. They beat Dallas.
Yeah.
We're at,
You think Seahawks fans are going to get mad at us?
no, all 4 of them, maybe. I don't fucking know.
No, they're all fented out.
But I mean, I can't really sit here and act like I really can't sit here and act like Seattle or the Niners have this in the bag. Like I really
No,
can't.
but I mean, I think we know who they can be full strength, and obviously Baker's done a great job at working with his team. I mean, dude, even with Mike and Chris, they were still looked at as a team that was going to get ran through in their own division, and in the NFC. So
I don't know.
no, it was still like, yo, this is Baker. He's going to win 9 fucking games.
Ran through
They
even in
might
their
win the
own
division. No, by the Falcons. The
First 4
Falcons
weeks, bro. The first 4 weeks, it was like, all right, Baker is looking like a fucking MVP.
No, agreed. But no, I'm saying preseason, it was like, yo, they might win their division. They're looked at as a team who can win 9, maybe 10 games.
But you got to look at, but you got to look at it. Then the season started, and they kind of looked good. And then these receivers went down, and they went, oh shit! And now they barely.
And now they still look pretty good. But
who cares?
If you got a Christian McCaffrey team, and I'm assuming that Christian's very healthy at this point, just by the amount of time they've waited, because he was supposed to play week 1.
Yeah.
So with 10 weeks, I'm assuming he's healthy. I guess Kittle's questionable. I can't remember. I feel like he's questionable every week.
McCaffrey either comes in and plays like he never missed a game in his entire career, or he
probably will.
Just getting his steps, just getting his feet back under him. I mean, it's not.
Yeah.
He's either going to be a 2 touchdown, 150-yard game, or won't be that impactful at all. I'm really not sure yet. I honestly can't tell.
The Bucs are a little grizzled. They've played good teams this year. They've been in hard-fought games. So I think that they can still stand up to the Niners, but I'm taking the Niners.
I'm also going to take the Niners because that Niners defense, they're gonna let even less shit slide. And I mean, the opportunities that the Niners probably are going to get on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, it's gonna be hard for them. It should be hard for them to lose this game. It should be. But I don't know. I think it will be closer than people expect. Titans, Chargers. Will Levis to start.
Cool.
Yeah, it's the Chargers.
Nice.
It's absolutely the Los Angeles Chargers. Jets, Cardinals.
If the Chargers lose, it's a sad day. But fuck.
Jets, Cardinals, Devin.
Did I have a dream about Devontae scoring touchdowns, or did that actually happen?
No, he was scoring some touchdowns.
Okay.
But Jets are 3-6. See, it's really weird because you would think it's like, I don't know. The Cardinals are coming to this game off a 3-game winning streak, a lot of confidence, like they got playoff hopes, and the Jets are coming to this game 3-6, basically win or go home for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
I mean,
almost.
Bro, let's be real. We talked about this already. There can only be so many 9-8 teams.
Agreed.
They're gonna end up losing some of these damn games. I mean, they still got to play Buffalo again. They get I mean, besides that, I mean, Miami twice, Jacksonville, the Rams. But either way,
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I was looking at the Cardinals' previous schedule. It's not great.
No.
Teams they beat aren't great. I want to see the Jets win. I want to see that team with some hope. I want to see Aaron kind of back on his feet. I don't know.
I mean, but this is truly it. Like, this is it. This is the last time that I'm putting any faith in the New York Jets this season.
Yeah. Agreed.
This is it. We're talking about the team. I'm not gonna go on a Jets rant, but
Yeah.
this is it. This is the last time I'm going to put any hope into the New York Jets, and I will take them to beat the Cardinals. Philly versus Dallas. I mean,
Dak apparently tore his hand off the bone a little bit.
Dak's he's done. Which, I mean, if I were him, I would just take the year. I mean,
of course, or retire.
No, definitely not. Especially for that bag. Bro's coming back every year for that bag.
Agreed.
Because that Dak bag is just something else.
I mean, with the guaranteed monies,
but Philly's winning this game. I mean, what do we?
Well, Philly needs to win this game. Saquon needs to fucking do a triple flip over Jerry Jones while he's getting a hand job from a Chinese woman. I do want to see more out of the. I mean, their pass game was pretty good the past few weeks, if I'm not mistaken. But Devonta Smith, beautiful catch last week. Is AJ Brown coming back at any point, or is he back?
Yeah,
he's back.
Yeah, fully participant in practice on Friday.
So this is his week back.
I believe.
Or did he play last week?
God damn it, I don't even remember.
I don't know. I don't remember him last week, but yeah, I want to see some shit out of him. He's a dog.
How about Lions Texans Sunday Night Football?
I blacked out for a second. The Lions are apparently an unstoppable force.
Yeah, and apparently it was funny. It was funny when I started talking, when we were talking trash about the Bills and the Bills fans. They were like, "Oh, but the Texans are a good team, but they just lost to the Jets." First of all, yeah, the Texans are a good team. They're 6-3, and they lost to the Jets with an injured C.J. Stroud. So let's relax.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're gonna talk about it, let's really talk about it. But they're in Houston. I mean, it's what are the chances here? What are we talking? It looks like the Lions are favored 3.5 points.
Yeah, I mean, that Lions offense is kind of dummy. They're built to score a dick ton of points. I don't know, that the Texans D is a little shaky, I think.
Yeah.
Can't remember. But no, the Texans have to get their offense going to have a chance in this game. The Lions are probably going to score early, so they need to hit back. Texans have not scored 30 points in a game this year. They got to score, which I think is going to be tough for them. The Lions D is not bad at all. I'm taking the Lions, but I want to see a lot out of this Texans team. At least a fight. A good fight.
Man, it sucks that the Texans keep losing these games, but I'm gonna have to agree.
It's the way the
Lions are winning. The Lions are winning this game.
Splucky crumbles, dude.
Yeah, no, the Detroit's winning this game. I don't think they're unbeatable.
No,
they are just on a fucking run right now.
They're on a tear.
They're on an absolute run.
Shout out to Big Dan.
And in the final game, we got the Dolphins and the Rams.
Yeah. A few years ago, it's an okay game. It could be good. The way Matt Stafford's been playing, I doubt it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess give me the Rams. I guess Tyreek didn't even practice today, so he may play, may not play. It's just.
I'm going to be honest. The Rams struggled really hard last week against the Seahawks.
You see Miami?
Miami What?
So they played one good game against Buffalo, and we're just forgetting. All right, I mean,
No.
take Miami. Take Miami.
I was gonna take Miami. I still am.
Take Miami. Yeah, I like that.
But yeah, I'm not afraid of this Rams team. I don't think they're good. And I don't know. Maybe the Dolphins win one fucking game and don't go 2-7.
I'm not afraid of this Rams team either, but the Dolphins
I
team
agree.
are scary. Like they are scared of each other. Like they are afraid.
Yes.
They are afraid to even play football. I mean, I'm not. There's no way. I can't take Miami right now. I can't have any faith in the Miami Dolphins versus 28 teams in the NFL. Probably right now. I mean, it's just
They played the Panthers. You're taking them?
probably take them over the Panthers. Take them over the Jags. Take them over
Giants.
The Giants, like probably though.
Titans.
See, but that's the thing. Like probably,
Maybe.
like probably, like they should.
Yeah.
They maybe.
Yeah.
But can I put my faith? Can I put faith? Can
You
I
gonna put
everything
dollars on it?
No. No. I won't put. Honestly, I can't put money on them versus a single team in the NFL right now. But that's just me being.
I put money on them against the Ravens just because the odds.
Yeah, I mean the odds would be incredible, but I'm going with the Rams, and you're going with Miami. So okay, we got a couple games where we did not agree on. So it'll be a little interesting. You could catch up. I think you're down like two or three games.
Yeah.
So you definitely could catch up.
Puka.
But all right.
Puka got ejected.
Puka got ejected for absolutely nothing.
That was a bitch ass punch, dude. It was a.
So yeah, I don't know what that was about, but
yo, Puka's Mormon. He didn't mean it. He's sorry.
No, well, but I mean, also, D Hop drew that flag for that flop, so I mean, I don't know. Thursday Night Football. So I mean, I don't know if anybody saw this guy right here. So Devin, let me show you. If you don't know what this guy does, he wins MVPs in the NFL. Now people are gonna come to comment and say, "Oh, but does he win playoff games?" Fuck off. We're talking about Thursday Night Football,
it's like,
Week 10.
Apparently, 32 other quarterbacks in the NFL are not good.
What do you mean?
Because you have to win a Super Bowl to be good.
Oh yeah.
Like of all of the young quarterbacks, one of them has won a Super Bowl. One. Matt Stafford won the other. Tom Brady won in 19. Outside of that, it has been Mahomes. That's it. So every other quarterback in this league sucks dick because he can't win a fucking Super Bowl against probably the hardest dynasty to beat.
And none of them have what? 2 MVPs and all these records and just playing the best football ever. So they really suck. If Lamar Jackson sucks,
is bad.
But no,
it's weird. They only talk about playoff wins with teams who are like in the playoffs.
Well, I mean, you gotta have you gotta be in the playoff stuff.
Then you like Justin Herbert and like.
Yeah, but see, they don't talk about Justin
Trevor
Herbert's
Lawrence
playoff performances because he doesn't have many.
He has one.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's not really many.
And they lost.
It's not really many to talk about. But Thursday Night Football, Ravens Bengals 35-34. Ravens pull off the dub, and once again, the exact game that I didn't want to have. Like I'm pretty sure I even said like I don't want to have another one of these. Jamar Chase going crazy and all that, and it was exactly that again.
I mean, it's tough not to when you've got Jamar Chase out there being Jamar. What, 11 catches, 264 yards, 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, which is nice.
Some of the crazier stats I've ever seen out of a receiver.
I mean, in both of my fantasy leagues, I was booming. I got Jamar Chase in both, but in real life, I got to watch my Baltimore Ravens win. Now, here's the thing. Our pass coverage, man, it's awful. But here's the thing about our pass coverage. It's awful, but especially versus Joe Burrow. Like, I swear, he makes our pass coverage look like me and you could go out there and play better pass coverage than what those fuckers are doing. Because in these other games...
I doubt it.
In these other games, though, it's like our run game is so good that it gets to a point where you're forced to throw it. And a lot of these other quarterbacks that are forced to throw it, I mean, yeah, our pass coverage can be bad, but there's a point where you got 11 professional players on the field knowing you're going to pass the football. You're eventually going to start making some plays.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case for the Bengals, though. That's what I'm saying. Like, there are other games and other scenarios for the Ravens in which they were getting beat in the pass until they could do nothing but pass.
Yeah.
Or it's garbage time and Dak's in the game. But either way,
Sure.
I'm definitely still worried about the pass coverage. Now
Yeah,
they say go ahead.
No, yeah, it's been brutal, and I mean, I'm not sure how bad the injury with Hamilton
It
was.
seems like a sprained ankle.
The play looked like a sprained ankle, got on his toe and kind of rolled his ankle. But no, I mean, without this Bengals record, they're definitely one of the scarier offenses in the AFC, if not the league.
Oh, I have written down literally, I don't care what the record is. If this team makes the playoffs, I don't want to see them again.
No one
This
does.
is
This is a dangerous team.
This is a team that I do not. This is the one team that
This team was dangerous against every single team, but their defense
these are some
fucking
fuckers.
sucks.
These are some fuckers that were able to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Devin, I don't want to see the Bengals the third time this season.
No.
So I'm praying they don't even make the playoffs, because if they do, they will be a low seed. We will be a higher seed, and we will have a high chance of playing them. And I do not want to do that.
It is nice to see them lose. I'm a hater and a dick, but no, I mean, even that fucking Tylan Wallace play, like that to me seemed like an effort.
Oh my god,
miss. I mean, you got Geno Stone who like hesitated for a second and then missed it. I mean, how does he skirt by? The dude weighs $140,
and he was not out. I see a lot of people.
No, he was not out.
See a
His
lot of
heel
people,
was above the shit. Yeah,
I see a lot of people were like, I can't believe they didn't call this, and we're gonna get into calls in a second, but they're like, I can't believe they didn't call this out. It's like, even I at first was like, he stepped out, and then when they showed it, his heel never touched.
No, it never went down. No.
So beautiful touchdown.
That was a sick play. I mean, it definitely reminded me of that. What was that? A punt return against the Rams?
Mm-hmm. Longest pass of Lamar's career.
How far was that? 80 something?
4?
Yeah, because it was like 78.
It might have been more than 84, honestly, because we were back at might be like 89. We were back.
Y'all were back.
We were back. But either way, the calls in this game, the bad calls that everybody's complaining about. Now, I'm just curious, Devin. Where were all these people?
Yep.
Where were all these people when the Chiefs play? Where were all these people when the
Bengals? They're talking about changing the rules in the NFL because of this.
Because of
they're talking about changing, making penalties reviewable and shit.
Yeah, well, see, the Sam Darnold thing, after that, they were like, all right, we need to...
That is fair.
And it's like, see, but that's the thing, though. One big, huge missed call, all right.
Yeah.
That's a problem. But for anybody that actually watched the Cincinnati Bengals Baltimore Ravens game,
it was not just those last 2 fucking penalties that weren't called.
There were so many missed calls. There were
Now it was both sides.
No, both sides. There were missed face masks on both sides. We got away with face masks. They got away with face masks.
Yeah.
Another thing about Joe Burrow getting hit. Now, okay, I think I could be wrong, but there has to be a level of being there has to be a level of deliberately hitting someone in the head.
Sure, if it's that was I'm going to swat it, and I caught him in the
this is the one time,
I don't know what the rules are on that play.
I'll agree. This is the one time I'll agree with Richard Sherman. He said, he was like, to me, that's a football play. He said, why aren't we talking about the lineman pulling him down? And I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, why?
Yeah.
Why do you think he's being pulled down and whacking him in the head? It's because he's getting held.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to talk about that. Either way, okay, he knocks him in the head with the whine about wanting a roughing the passer call, but at the same time, Joe Burrow gets hit a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Burrow was getting hit a lot. And honestly, as a Ravens fan, I'm not saying it makes it okay, but I see Lamar get smoked.
Dude, I want the NFL to go look at that play from a few weeks ago. I don't know who that was against when he got his head.
Yeah. Oh, when I was talking about it and you were like, "Oh, I missed it," and then you saw it, and he literally they were trying to decapitate him.
They tried to take his head off.
And I loved
Like
it. I love
that was CTESPN type of
like
hit.
Michael Thomas will sit there and bitch about Derek Carr for 3 hours on Twitter. Not a single person talked about Lamar almost getting decapitated. No, not a
Yeah.
single person.
No.
Which it's like, all right, it's fine. I whatever. I'm used to it at this point. Nobody coming to Lamar's defense when it comes to
Now,
how they treat him as a
Burrow
runner.
did get a roughing the passer. I guess that was agreeable. He got hit low and then got hit up top.
But I just wish that I don't know. I'm a little biased when it comes to roughing the passer because Lamar gets his ass smoked. Like they treat his ass like a runner. The refs treat him like a runner all the time.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if he's in the pocket, outside the pocket, past the line of scrimmage, throwing the
now
football.
When he's outside the pocket, he himself does a good job of getting down or getting out of bounds or doing whatever.
Oh yeah. I mean, we gonna talk about that scramble?
Dude, that was
that's Madden shit.
That's
Madden
shit.
shit.
And that's again like some dudes just like giving up, not giving up.
Oh, they did not. No, Devin, that defense gave all their effort on that play.
That is fair.
I don't want to hear shit about giving up. They chased that man who for 58 yards.
Well, I was watching. I thought he was gonna try to. When he gets all the way back, I did not think he was gonna try to run forward. I thought he was gonna try to just launch that pitch, maybe fucking center the end zone or whatever, and then just. I'm glad he didn't get in because I needed Derek to punch that in.
Yeah, but that would have been. If it would have ended,
that would have been. That would have
been touchdown of the year. If that would have ended with a touchdown, that would have been the best play, the best touchdown of the year.
But skirting that sideline, I thought he was out first. No, I knew he wasn't out. I thought Tylan Wallace could have been out.
Yeah,
I knew Lamar wasn't out. Lamar's gonna stop if he walks out of bounds. He'll know.
But also, like, we really got to decide what's in and out. Like you said, so.
Oh, on that pick.
Yeah, so George Pickens is out. Garrett Wilson is in. Brandon Stevens.
Geno Stone. Not Geno Stone.
Brandon Stevens.
Fuck is that guy's name?
Is out. And to me, it's like, and this is no bias shit. Had they called it incomplete, I would have seen it either way where there was not enough. It was too close.
Not enough. Exactly.
It was too close.
That's what I was saying. I was like, there's not enough to call this not a catch if y'all called it a pick already.
Like it was so.
Because his toe of his right foot is sliding out of bounds. But at the same time, that left foot touches. So it looked like you couldn't tell. So I was going to go with stands. But they said overturn.
And usually when there's not enough evidence, that's what it is. But I guess there was enough evidence for him being out. But there wasn't enough evidence when it was 4th and 10 and the Bengals needed a first down at the end of the game, or it would have been game over, and they throw it across the middle. And what's his name? Was it Gesicki?
I thought it was
whoever okay, yeah, it could have been him.
I don't know how to say
everybody
his name.
wanted to talk about the placement of the football. Did he get the first down? Why did nobody talk about the one angle that they showed one time?
He gets down and that ball rolls right under into his stomach.
Because when you watch him, he slides. And that entire time, that ball just rolls right underneath the head. The man did not catch the football. So the fact they were put in the position to possibly win this game, it grinds my gears.
What was the other penalty on that final drive?
Was it Owe or Ajabo? One of them.
No,
it was an offside.
It was DB.
No. Well,
Van Noy.
Van Noy.
Van Noy was in the neutral zone.
Van Noy had an offsides call. But
Van Noy was in the neutral zone.
There was somebody else too.
But there was another.
There was another offside or whatever. But to me, that was just the T.J. Watt special. He gets away with it every play. I don't really know why any other defensive end can't. I want to say it was either Owe, maybe David Ajabo. One of them. I thought one of them might have jumped too, but could be wrong.
There was
a
defensive hold or something.
I mean,
can't remember.
Should have went for 2.
Shouldn't have went for 2.
I sorry, not sorry. Like I can't. Like I can't. Like I'm glad we came
Or
out with the dub.
throw it up to Jamar.
And you know what? I'm glad that they tried us multiple times on 4th down, 4th and goal. I mean, it's like, and they went for
Dude, they went for it on 4th down. Oh, game.
and they went for the game, and they really, and it told me 2 things: that they had the confidence.
They are gonna have to try everything to win this game.
They had enough confidence that they could beat that defense at the end of that game, we were at least for once clutch on the defensive side of the football.
Mm-hmm.
And it also showed me that they knew if we got that ball back, it was game over.
Yeah, exactly.
They knew if we got a chance in overtime, that it was game over.
But now the thing is, it's like
we had 2 timeouts with 30 seconds left. We might have gotten in field goal range.
Agreed. The other thing is, I'm blanking, but say the Bengals win the toss.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all aren't going to have the easiest time stopping them either.
No.
So I don't know what the I get that they're scared of y'all have scored 4 straight times, 4 straight drives. But the way that Jamar was moving that ball up the field, I'm not sure I would have been afraid to kick that extra point.
But
I know they wanted to go win a game, but to me it showed that they were going to risk a lot of their season on
I think it's
not losing on defense.
I do think if you talk one drive, if you really zeroed in on not allowing Jamar Chase to get open, that gives the Ravens a way better chance of stopping them and forcing them to punt than you can't really zero in on Lamar Jackson.
No.
So
especially that entire offense.
You're either forcing him to
you can zero in on Lamar. But he's going to either beat you with his legs, or he's going to hand it off, or he's going to throw. Like, you can pick one part of his game, he's going to beat you with the other.
Yeah, see, I was going to say, like if you stop Jamar Chase from getting open, then Jamar Chase is irrelevant to the play. If your pass coverage is amazing one play, Lamar is probably going to take off for 12 yards. If you have if your pass rush is on it, he's going to get out and he's either going to make a play with his arm or with his legs. I mean, there is just like you said.
Also, that Aguilar touchdown was gorgeous. Wow. I mean, to see he could have thrown that ball to Mark either. And, like, you got one dude in that end zone trying to guard 2 guys because everyone bit.
Everybody bit.
Because all he's got, dude, Lamar better keep doing that. Put that pitch in your
and on their 2-point conversion, what I say, Devin?
Exactly.
What I say?
Get to the corner, motherfucker.
I dare you to sprint to that pylon. I dare you to beat Lamar to that pylon.
And even if you do, you're gonna dive, and Lamar's gonna whoop, jump right over.
If you
do, or that's one of these.
If you do beat him, then you earned it.
Agreed.
To me, you earned that shit.
But yeah, no. He should start when he goes to run. Get the ball out of your hand. Tuck that bitch, and then just and that touchdown to fucking bait. Where he just jump past 1 foot, floater, holds it.
Oh my God, dude!
Throwing up threes, that was beautiful.
No, the man is the MVP of the league. I don't.
I mean, he's showboating.
He is.
But no, in all seriousness, the Bengals are not bad. Their defense needs a ton of help. But yeah, offensively, they're with Jamar, very scary.
And also, last thing about this game, which was hilarious. They kept going to the throwback of the wrist injury last season. And maybe 4 different times they were like, this is where Joe Burrow got hurt last season. Blah blah blah. This is where if you see here, this is on this play. Joe Burrow, his wrist was he hurt his wrist and he got surgery after this. It's like nope. Joe Burrow.
Remember again.
Should we remember?
Burrow was hurt coming into this game, lied about it, was in a cast,
and then fucking brace on his hand, dude.
Had a brace, and then injured it more.
Had a brace
on it.
I want to say he got hit, fell on at one point. It was like that didn't feel good.
and then tried to like
But
limp wrist throw.
when he threw it, yeah, no, it his hand was fucked going into that game.
It was going into that game, and yeah, they're
But
gonna cover up
because
for
the NFL, never did anything about it or whatever, they got to talk about it like it happened in a legit way.
yes.
They can't
And then
go.
we go. No, the NFL's not a bunch of fucking pansy ass freaks.
Because if they were like,
Now, I'm gonna be honest. I know they're shitting on y'all for getting calls or whatever, but it's about damn fucking time.
honestly,
Like, I know we're not supposed to say any team should get calls or whatever, but to me, this looks maybe like the NFL's starting to, I don't know, like Lamar Jackson a little bit.
I mean, it's just the fact. Like, yes, I had this Ravens jersey on. I'm a fucking biased person. I'm the biased person in this conversation, but the Ravens get screwed a lot.
Of course.
In calls, and we get stuck in a lot of. And sometimes the penalty problems are actually our fault.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, that 2-point conversion, like I said, bro, you're pulling a D lineman down and he's going up to defend and he taps Joe Burrow in the face. It's like, are you going to call that a football play, or are you going to let them try to get 2 points again?
Also, how many times are they in any game, any scenario, the final play, the final 2-point convert, final whatever, no one's getting a flag out there unless you're the Chiefs.
Honestly,
regardless, unless it's incredibly egregious, no one's getting a flag.
And they
out
still
there
got plenty of calls.
That's what I'm saying.
This fucker's got plenty of calls. The face mask, the hold on Jamar in the end zone. I mean, they got their calls, bro.
Of course,
it was fine. But like I said,
it was all those fourth downs where they were like, "We got it."
Shouldn't have went for 2.
And had nothing. Yeah, no, dude. I'm gonna be honest. They could have kicked that fucking extra point, won the toss. They could have easily gone down and scored another 70-yard touchdown with Joe.
They could have. They easily could have. But all right. Before we get out of here.
But also, I mean, everyone looks at that Tampa Chiefs game and they're like, they couldn't have gone for 2 because if they did, well, no, they should have gone for 2. I don't know. Everyone was saying that they should have gone for 2 because once the Chiefs won, then it was over. But I don't know. I mean, give the team a fucking chance.
Yeah, but if you saw Baker's face on that coin toss, he knew it was over. He knew it was over.
Well over.
He knew it was over. But before we get out of here, some NBA. So just a couple of things that's been going on in the NBA world. You got teams playing. You got some players not playing. You got.
Did you see that Jackson Hayes?
I did not.
Shit.
What Jackson?
You didn't?
Shit. What are you referring to?
You remember how he got arrested a few years ago?
No.
Okay, so he got arrested a few years ago. Got tased by a cop. I think it was when he was on the Pels. Okay. Now he's a Laker. There was some type of altercation. I watched a little video. Some type of thing with his girlfriend. She was yelling at him. He was yelling at her. Someone was kicking someone out of someone's house. I don't remember whose house it was. He spits at her, pushes her a little bit, gets the cops called on him, and then resists or some shit.
What happened? Like, did he?
Not yet. But this was in 2021, and now the video's released.
Oh, there was okay. So that's what you're asking me if I saw the video that just came out. I was asking like what. So I was gonna say like so this.
But this is ago. This is the ring. This is 3 years ago. This is the ring footage from his house or someone's house.
I'll have to look into that. I didn't see it. What happened?
He like spit. Like it was very confusing. Like they got into an argument. She was like, "You need to get in your car and leave," and then he like pushed her and spit at her.
Did she have that drunk stumble in her voice? Why'd you say it like that?
That's my woman talk.
Fuck. But no,
sorry. I don't know. It was a very confusing video. I didn't know whose house was whose. There was a dog, 2 dogs involved, and someone's friend.
The beef I did see was Braun.
Oh, that's the new beef.
That is tough. The Bra beef, but no, Braun and Ja.
Ew.
Which
Braun and Ja.
Is it the most serious beef? No.
I hope.
But I mean, like if we're just talking about like competition in the NBA, the regular season. I mean, I'm here for it.
So what happened? Ja dunked and then threw down the too small.
Well, LeBron pulled out too small on Ja.
I thought that was after.
Well,
Well, so it went Ja, Bron, and then Ja bumped him.
but see, Ja came out with the dub and then took it, outside of the game. Was
He did.
saying, I don't like the Lakers. Was tweeting, talking a bunch of shit. So, I mean, it's sad that really besides Ja, Memphis don't have much to work with in terms of
Sure.
actually competing with the Lakers. If it really counted, I mean, yeah, they caught the dub, but I'm not gonna sit here and say in a
8
7
games into the season.
Yeah, it's where we are very early in the NBA season, and very early. Suns 7-0, when games go into clutch time. So I mean, for now, if they keep games close, with the Suns, you're gonna have probably KD.
I mean, I want to see the Suns do. I want to see Book and KD ball the fuck out.
Yeah, and I mean, if they can make it work, we don't think like we've been sitting here saying it's probably not gonna work. But if they can make Beal work,
yeah, I mean, the good thing about like what KD said last year was like when KD talks, you should probably listen. Especially like if he's like, "Yo, I'm being pushed into a corner," and they've had a year to try to figure that out. So hopefully they're figuring it out because you do have 3 very talented players,
but
high level players who should know how to spread that love a little bit better.
and that's a really good problem to have. Like their problem right now is like we
Yes,
got a third player that can go out there and drop 30, and we don't really know how to use him. Well, that was the problem
he's
last.
taking up too much.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yeah,
no, if they can make things work with Bradley Beal, and honestly, if they do make things work with Bradley Beal, and they still feel like they could make something out of him, him being traded later this season, more people are gonna want him if he's playing better.
of course.
So
Beal's looked at as a bit of a scrub.
as of right now, it's a win-win. So Joel, reporter.
Yeah, did he actually push a reporter?
Yeah, there was some physical altercation things going on with Joel and the reporter, and it's because the reporter I'm super paraphrasing, but he said something along the lines of like, Joel is not playing, and you would think that he would something along the lines of like playing for his son, but like or he mentions his son like playing for him, but then like referring to the fact that his son's named after his deceased brother.
Oh,
So it's like he was bringing up a bunch of shit for no reason.
family shit. Yeah.
Now
To try to get a thing out of him.
Here's the problem. I'm not defending the reporter because, yeah, like it's America, freedom of speech, whatever. But there's also like morals.
Yeah.
But with all that being said, this is kind of like, okay, Jason Kelsey might not like what you come up to him and say, right?
Sure.
And no, it like people are saying, you can't freedom of speech, freedom to freedom of consequence or whatever they want to say. And it's like, okay, yeah, I mean Jason Kelsey has the ability to take your phone and slam it and then pick it up and slam it again. It doesn't mean he's not going to get the shit suit out of him.
Yes.
Because you can walk up and say whatever you want to somebody unless you're threatening them. There was no threat,
Yeah, no, he said your brother's.
Yeah, we're not going to repeat what he said, but it's kind of the same.
And he said, "Who's that now?" He said it a bunch of times.
Kind of the same way where it's like, okay, this reporter definitely didn't have to say this. He could have mentioned, I don't know, 40 other reasons why Joel Embiid should be playing on the court, or if he's decided not to play, why he should play. But at the same time, when we look at all these things, and look at these situations and look at these scenarios. Who got fined? Who
Yeah.
or who got
Who got
suspended? Who got
suspended?
suspended?
Yeah.
Who who's being looked at now as the player that was being that had it that just freaked out in the locker room and
Yeah.
looks crazy for putting his hands on a
Now,
reporter.
when Diggs, Trayvon Diggs, went off on that reporter, he was like, "Bro, you don't know nothing about what we do out here," which is very true. Like that reporter was being a little pussy, kind of freak bag. He was like you're literally talking shit to a dude's face,
And what
and
can you remind me what was he saying?
it was right after Trayvon Diggs got burnt on that last play against I can't remember who it was again. It was a few weeks ago.
Oh, okay.
He comes into the tunnel. A reporter's like, "Yo, what the fuck happened? Why'd you give up on that play?" And then Diggs went off on him a little bit, but it's like this little fucking weasel of a fucking grubby human being trying to pull whatever they can out of an NFL player because they know that the NFL player can't tell the truth or do anything to this person because they're professional athletes. So it is a little bit of these fucking little dweebs coming at these NFL players without respect because they know they can't say anything back to them. And this guy's not expecting to get fucking pushed.
Mm-hmm.
But Joel goes out and pushes him. Now, I'm not saying he should, and Joel will face the consequences for it. But there's a lot of these little fucking rat fucks who just like to get under these dudes' skin because they know that they can't do anything back to them.
Yeah, I mean, I would say more so, Joel shouldn't do that,
No.
and that reporter should probably leave people's families out of
And
it.
dead brothers and sons. And
No, I mean, like if you want to just make a comment like, how are you choosing to not, do your job and support your family? Like, don't you want to support your family? Make a statement like that, which isn't really specific. But when you make a comment
sure, but
like
it's like still.
but still though, is it still though? I mean, like that's more of like just
I think a lot of
basic.
players are going to have a problem with someone bringing up someone's family.
Yeah, but bringing up a family member and just bringing up the fact that you should want to provide for your family are two different things. I'm
Now,
saying it.
I don't think Joel is going to have any problem providing for his family
No, of course not. But it was, but
or any NBA player.
or wanting to play for something, wanting to play
Sure.
for your family name or whatever. But then when you bring up, it's like you want to play for your son who's named after your brother who unfortunately, it's like you're going down this rabbit hole of Joel
Yeah.
Embiid's family just to basically say he should be on the court.
You don't bring any of that shit up. I mean, it's none of. I guess it is their business why he's not playing, but
Yeah.
don't try to assume that he's playing for his fucking dead brother or his son or whoever the fuck. Who cares?
And then the
That's
last
crazy.
thing, there's a lot of beef going on in the NBA, but I think this might be
Which I like, bro.
Yeah, but this is the funniest one. So DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, get the fuck out of here.
DeMar DeRozan got his number, retired in Toronto. Which let me ask you, do you think like, unless I'm like mistaken, does he deserve that?
Toronto, bro.
No, I get it, but
No. Did DeMar get his number
I
retired
want to
yet?
say is that
Nah, Vince just got his. I think the quote from Drake was
Oh, was it after Vince?
it was if DeMar gets his jersey retired.
Okay. Yeah.
Then
You're right. Yeah, no, me saying DeMar getting his number retired doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Cuz Vince got his.
It was if DeMar got his number retired.
You see Vince crying out there?
No, I didn't. But Drake said
You didn't see him crying?
no. Obviously,
He got it retired and he was like, "Fuck!"
obviously I did.
It was nice.
I was dumb enough to say DeMar got his number retired and he's still in the league.
No, but the beef was about DeMar.
It was, yes.
Yes.
Because Drake said if they ever put a banner up for DeMar, that he's going to personally go up there and rip it down. Now,
and put up Kyle Lowry's.
Now, does DeMar DeRozan deserve his number to be retired by the Toronto Raptors?
I don't know. It's Canada. Retire everybody.
See, I was gonna say, like, what is it like? Kind of like how it's like
Vince never won a chip.
Like if you compare the NBA Hall of Fame or the Basketball Hall of Fame to the NFL Hall of Fame.
To the NFL Hall of Fame,
like
much different.
You're walking in the Basketball Hall of Fame. So
Easy.
Same thing for like you got to do a lot to get your number retired for an NFL franchise.
Bro, I don't even know how many NFL numbers are retired.
So it's either literally the greatest players of all time or somebody from 100 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, Malik Neighbors had to call the dude's
they unretired.
Family. They had to, he couldn't call. I don't think he's
that guy was deader than fuck.
They had to call. They had to call people that were just related to him.
Yes.
To wear the number. So I mean, it's definitely deeper for the NFL, but I don't know if he even deserves it.
I mean, how many years did Vince play in Toronto, dude?
I don't know. But who's like
DeMar had an impact there. I mean, he was bro. Get the fuck out of here.
What?
Vince played there for 6 or 7 years.
But Vince Carter had like cultural impact for the Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, because he could dunk, bro.
It doesn't fucking matter.
All they talk about with him is the dunk.
But contest. It doesn't matter though. He made people want to watch the Raptors.
Zach LaVine is fucking gonna get his number retired?
He made people Raptors fan. Are you so? Vince Carter's just trash now. Is that what we're doing?
No, I'm not saying that.
Okay,
I'm
then.
not saying
Chill. I mean,
but
you're just saying
DeMar was a Raptor for.
But when
10 years.
But when DeMar DeRozan was a Raptor, was everybody like, damn, I'm a Raptors fan. I fuck with DeMar. He's really like.
No.
Let's be real. It's like, I don't know, bro. It's like, especially, it's like he was the piece that they got rid of to then go on to win a championship. It's like, nah.
I know, but we know that championship
is
not bullshit.
He's not there. Okay.
They hit the luckiest shot and had the luckiest finals.
So if it's just DeMar DeRozan instead of Kawhi Leonard,
probably not. Okay, I'm sorry.
Then. They're not. There's no way. They're not even close to even sniffing an NBA final.
Sorry. I don't think they were ever fucking close with Vince. I may be wrong, but I bet they stunk.
Probably. I don't fucking know. I'm an NBA casual.
Also, who gives a shit? It's the fucking Raptors. Fuck Drake. Fuck the Raptors. Fuck Kyle Lowry too.
But yeah, I guess Drake said he's gonna go up there and rip it down himself because he's friends with Kendrick Lamar and shit. So there you go. Apparently their beef has flooded all the way over into.
Also, that DeMar fucking. Oh, I'm in the video. Fucking stupid, dude.
All right.
That's the dumbest fucking thing. This beef is still fucking dumb, dude.
It's been over.
I know, but then. I don't know. It's just retarded.
It's been over. Drake's just.
I don't care.
No, I don't. But it is interesting though, because but here's the thing: Drake's he is like an ambassador for the team. Like it's not like he
apparently.
Like I think bro might actually be able to go up there and rip that shit down. Drake? Honestly, he has so much pull, he might just be able to veto that shit.
Probably. Drake is seemingly like the ambassador for Canada.
Yeah.
Just a
bunch
of.
Okay. All right. I think it is time to get out of here though. We talked some NBA drama, some people beefing. Thursday night football, Ravens, Bengals. We predicted all of Week 10's games. Is there anything you want to say before we get out of here, Devin?
Yeah, go watch Vince Carter cry.
Okay.
Meme worthy, I've heard.
I will. I'll look into it.
Go listen to Xavier Leggett speak.
Yeah.
I'm first in fantasy in my other league.
Okay, and
And don't get AIDS.
And unless you're Magic Johnson, because you will become a
Yeah, that's fair.
billionaire. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode of On It. We will be back on Tuesday to discuss all of Week 10's matchups. Predict Week 11's Thursday Night Football, maybe some more NBA, maybe some college football. Whatever goes on, whatever's interesting enough to talk about, we're gonna talk about. We'll be back on Tuesday. It has been me. It has been Devin. It has been real. We are out.
Would you get AIDS for $1 billion?